Hello and welcome to Learning with Lilith. In this video, we're going to take a look at an app called Stop Motion Studio. Now, stop motion animation, you may or may not have heard of it. It's where you take individual photos of objects and they move little bits at a time, so it appears as if they're actually moving. So in this app that we're going to look at today, that'll put it all together for you, and then you can see all the pictures you take and then put them into a video. So I have some game pieces here. It's a game called Hive. So we're going to kind of teach someone how to play Hive. I have an iPad that I'm going to show the screen, and then I'm also going to use a GoPro so that you can see exactly what I'm touching on the iPad as well. Okay, so now let's get started. Let's do a stop motion animation. Okay, so here we are. We're ready to do our stop motion animation. I've switched to my phone just because it's a bit smaller. So I realized when I had the iPad here, the iPad takes up too much room, and then the GoPro couldn't really see over the iPad, because I want you to be able to see the phone screen to see what I'm doing, and I want you to be able to see the table and what I'm moving around on my other camera here. Okay, so now that you've got the app downloaded, I just have it here in Create. So there it is. It's this blue looking icon with the white film camera. So there we go. This is what it looks like when you open it up. So I just go right ahead here to New Movie. I'm going to start a new movie. My camera comes on, and okay, so now I can see I'm showing a little bit of the floor in the top left-hand corner. So I'm just going to pinch my fingers and zoom in a little closer. Actually, I'm going to go even closer here and get rid of those two other game pieces that you see on the far side. There we go. So here is what I want to shoot. I'll just straighten that a little bit. Perfect. So you can see I can see my Hive game, and I can see 6 pieces on the outside. You can also see that on the other camera. Perfect. So now I've got some options here on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, but let's ignore those for now. I'm just going to start taking my pictures. So I'm going to switch to the camera view, and now I can see it even larger. So basically I have this slider on the left that won't show anything until I take the first picture. And actually I'm just going to switch that a little bit more, move it over a little bit. Okay, so now anytime I want to take a picture, I just press the red button. So there's 1, there's 2. So I'm going to take a few pictures of it to start. Now, I'm just going to kind of turn some of these. Are you noticing? Because I have the slider here, look at this. So down at the bottom, if the slider's all the way at the bottom, that is, what do you think that is? The current view or the last view? So that's the last picture I took. And then here is the live view. So now you see my hand and you see me turning it. There we go. So now you can use this to help you see how much your piece is moved. Right? That way, if you think you had too big a move, you can always kind of move it back a bit because you can see where the shot was before. So I'm going to take another picture there. Now I'm going to turn them a bit more. So again, I might over-exaggerate some of these moves just so that you can see them play out on the final video. So now I'm going to turn it and kind of move it in, turn it and move it in, turn it and move it down a bit. So that's a big move there on the right. That's okay. So I'm just going to keep taking some pictures. So again, this is just maybe my silly opening. I'll have some music or something and then have the pieces spinning around. I'm making bigger moves each time so that you'll sort of notice those when we play it back. Now, maybe let's just take these two white pieces completely out. So again, see how on the slider on the left, there's the last picture, there's overlapping, there's the live view. So there's my hand, there's the live view. So if I take a picture, then they disappear completely. Now let's see if people notice. Maybe I'll bring in two other black ones to replace those two white ones. Maybe I'll take two pictures in a row of those. And then let's magically drop out those ones and add them up at the top, the white ones again. Well, so look at this. So I'm going to maybe try to match that in that one a bit more. See that in this one? I can kind of almost exactly replace it. Now maybe I want the whole bag they come in to disappear, them to all stay still. Now maybe these bugs all panic and they start to move out. So again, in this, I'm not necessarily telling a story. Maybe this is my opening. So just a silly opening of a bunch of pieces moving all over the place. And the final couple pieces there, we can still see them a little bit. And now let's get rid of that one completely. And let's do two pictures of nothing. Then I'm going to put this back in the middle. Take two pictures. Have it spin completely upside down. Take two pictures. Spin upside down again. Kind of matching it up where it used to be. Two pictures. And disappear again. Okay, it shows me at the bottom here, I've taken 30 pictures. So I'm just going to go to playback. Okay, and that was a bit crazy. So instead we can go into our settings and we can look at things here. So these are really just the camera settings. I guess not. So I actually want to get out of that. I just want to go to the video settings. Here we go. So I just went back. I can go through, see I'm just scrolling and I can see all the things I did. So here, these settings, and now I'm going to say I want slower. I want 4 frames per second. And then if I play it back, there's how that looks. That was probably too slow maybe, right? So maybe I want 6. So again, this is super easy. You can just decide how quick you want it to move and what you want to have happen. So here, if I just hit the question mark, that tells me sort of what everything is that I can do. So there we go. Yeah, okay. Again, I'm happy with that. The color of the table kind of changes because the camera was dealing with the bag of the pieces and the pieces, but I'm not too worried. I don't really mind. So I'm going to go back. And now here, if I select this, now I can go and I'm going to export movie. So now I've got a few different options. I can airdrop it to someone, I can send it in a message to someone, but I just want to save the video. I want to save the video and that'll just put it right on my camera roll. So now it's as if I recorded this video with my camera. and it's just there like any picture or video would be. Okay, so I hope you guys have fun with this. Try it out. Try some of the options and just see what you can come up with. There's no right or wrong, so just have fun.